ይመስገን፣
እንደምን ዋላችሁ?
እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን፣
እንደምን ሰነበታችሁ?
እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን።
የእግዚአብሔር ስሙ የተመሰገነ ይሁን።
አሜን።
So in English, they kind of explain the sequence of events and the beauty of it all working together. And Denver was a very well put together trip. But I kind of want to go in depth about the message and somewhat of what we learned. And the one Bible verse I want to start with is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 8. And it goes like this. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. As for prophecies, they will pass away. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will pass away. But love lasts forever. And this is a very important quote because the trip, and if you even look at the back of their shirt, it's about love, and that was the main point. And one thing we did learn that many of us do understand already is that love is so perfect because God is love. And they explain that very well at the conference. And they explain the connection. For when we read the traits of love, it's the same in the same traits that God himself carries and his son carried throughout the world and showed us. So when we learned what love is but real love. And as I said before, real love is God. He is the essence of love. And in 1 John chapter 4, verse 7 through 8, he says, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone knows love has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love." And that's important, because something we misconceive so much today, something we see as nothing but is everything, is something we have to take in consideration into our hearts. For love to be compared and put together with God is very important, but it doesn't soak in until you truly understand it, and that trip did a very good job of doing this. From the airport, as they explained, and us being united, to going and singing Mazmur, to having the Pope come with us and preach with other preachers as well. It unified us and put us together, made us one in love. But a very important thing that they taught as well is love is not a feeling exactly, love is a virtue. And for those that do not know what a virtue is a trait or quality that is deemed to be morally good and thus valued as a foundation of principle and good moral being. So sometimes we say we love our phone, we say we love or whatever. We throw the word love around not really understanding it. For love is a virtue. Love is how you treat others. Love is how you treat yourself well. Love is how, and when I really think about this, you know, we're really blessed even with the culture, the church, the religion. We have love in our culture. Even when we say hi, we shake hands, we kiss cheek to cheek. You know, we give respect to the elders. Now this is love, and that's what our culture teaches us. And within the Bible, we do see that. God says, you know, I chose you, and this culture and the Ethiopian people are truly blessed. So now when we really talk about love, the one person that showed love at its most and its highest standing is Jesus Christ himself. And John 3:16 said, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life." God loved the world